Hey y'all, my name is Panyia, and in this video I'm going to show you 3 things that you can do today to help strengthen your online visibility and attract more customers. Because every business, no matter how established they are, has a few areas online where small improvement can make a big impact. And the goal of this video isn't to assume anything about your current presence, but to show you opportunities that you can use immediately. And you might be wondering, why would I be doing this and what's in it for me? And that's a fair question. And the truth is, most business owners are extremely busy running their business and they don't always have time to keep up with the latest online strategies. And when it comes to hiring someone, the hardest part is knowing who is an expert and who isn't. That's why I put together this free attack plan of real strategies that can move the needle. And over time, I found that by giving people a simple free attack plan of actual things that can help them, often help them realize whether they want to try it themselves or have someone like me to handle it for them. So if by the end of this video you see the value and want help implementing these things, feel free to email me or give me a call and we can definitely talk. Or if by the end of this video you simply want to take these information and apply them yourself, that's perfectly fine as well. So now, let me show you 3 things that will set your company above your competition and not waste any more of your time or mine. So the first thing I want to go over is content. So everything you see me highlighting here, all of these are considered content. And content is basically what Google uses in order to understand what it is that you guys do and the service you guys provide. And most business owners know that they need content. However, what they don't know is that the average length of the number 1 result on Google for construction companies or even remodeling companies is at least 15 to 2400 words. So for you to show up at the top of Google, you need at least 1500 words on your homepage with the right keywords. And when we talk about content, it's not just what's on the surface of your website, but also what's behind it. For example, if we save this image right here, we can see that this is what it's saved as, and this is actually what Google is reading as well. And from the looks of it, it doesn't look like you guys are including any of the keywords that people are searching onto Google hidden into your images. So this is definitely something I will recommend you guys to do to help with your content. And then the next thing I did was I copy and paste all of your content to this word counter. And as we can see here, you guys have about 1700 words, which is really good. And something that I did notice with your homepage is that at the very bottom of your page, it looks like you guys have repeated navigation menu, as this looked like it should be for the company only, and this looked like it should be for the service. For your services. And the next thing I did was I went to this tool I use called Eras. This is a super cool tool to use because it lets me see behind the scene of what is happening behind a website. So when I put your website into this tool, we can see here that you guys are ranking for 7 keywords, and that's driving in a total of 19 in traffic. And if we take a look at them, we can see here that you guys are ranking for these pretty good keywords like bathroom remodeling Davis, California, kitchen remodeling Davis. But from a digital marketing perspective, you could really benefit a lot from optimizing your online presence for all of Yolo County. And not just for Davis and Woodland, as each city that you serve give Google another opportunity to rank you. And right now, your website only really highlights 2 areas, which is Davis and Woodland. So if you added pages for places that you already serve, like West Sac, Knights Landing, Dixon, or even nearby areas like Vacaville, can really increase your visibility instantly. And these service area pages act like little magnet for local searches. That means more people can find you, more calls coming in, and ultimately more remodeling project on your schedule. The next thing I want to talk about is citation. So I went to Google and type in kitchen remodel Davis CA. Usually the first thing we're going to see is the sponsor and ad section. This is usually the section where businesses are paying Google to be up on. However, study does show that ads are only semi-effective and can definitely become a money pit if the ads are effective. And then this area is where citation matter most. So this area is called the Google Map Pack or the maps. This is where 40% of your traffic will come from. And in order to get into the top 3 of the maps, you need citation. And citation is basically your business name, address, and phone number listed through various directories such as Yelp, Yellowbook, Whitebook, local pages, and even Facebook have an area where you can submit a citation. So the more citation you have, the more relevant you are to Google, and the more likely Google will push you to the top 3 of the maps. However, one more quick thing that I noticed is that your Google business profile is currently marked as temporarily closed, even though I know that you're actively doing business. And this can really be confusing for potential customers that are searching online. And it can also give a wrong impression, like you stop working or is out of business, because your Google business profile is one of the key ways for customer to find you, especially if they are searching kitchen remodeler near me or bathroom remodeling Davis. And if your profile says you're closed, people might skip you altogether. And then this is the third and last thing I want to talk about. So this area is called the organic section. This is where 60% of your traffic will come from. And in order to get here to the top, you need authority. And how do you get authority? Well, it all comes down to backlinks. And a backlink is basically one website linking to another website online. So think of it like this. If site A links to site B, then site A is giving site B some of its link juice. Kind of like a vote of confidence, but in Google eyes, this is the passing authority. And the more relevant the site, the more valuable the link. However, not all links are created equally. So let me give you an example. Since one of the service you provide is kitchen remodel, if you have another website that also provides that service or something similar linking back to you, that will be more effective in giving you authority than, let's say, Pizza Hut linking back to you, because hey, you guys don't sell pizza for a living, right? So that would not be so good for your website. And I did notice that you guys are placed third for this specific keyword, which is great. And if we go back to this tool, we can see here that you guys have about 61 backlinks going back to your website. And if we take a look at them, we can see here that you guys have quite a few spam links going back to your website. These are basically Pizza Hut link that you do not want for your website, because having too many spam link can really tank your ranking on Google, because having too much spam link makes Google thinks that you are trying to manipulate your ranking, so they will suppress your ranking. So we definitely want to go and remove the spam link and get you guys more relevant and powerful links for your website. And if we take a look at one of your competitor, Mac Design Build, this is one of your top competitor that's ranking first on the organic section. We can see here that they have about 337 backlinks going back to the website. And something that we can definitely do is we can actually take all of the good links that they have and go after them for your own website, as well as adding even more powerful and relevant links for your website to beat out your competitors. And yeah, that's the end of this video. Once again, we went over content, making sure your front page have at least 1500 words. Citation, you want to have more citation than your competitor to beat them and get pushed to the top of the map. But for you guys, it does look like you guys need to change your status back to being open instead of temporarily closed. And then backlinks, you need more relevant site pointing back to you guys to show Google that you are the authority. And if you implement these strategies today, you can definitely be #1 across Google. And yeah, Elle, you can either go with this information I provided you today and do this on your own, and I'm totally cool with that. However, if you want the most effective route and want to save yourself the time, you can give me a call at 916-382-2906. Once again, my name is Panyia, and my number is 916-382-2906. If not, no worries, but I will leave some feedback on this video. And yeah, I look forward to hearing from you, and have a great day.